Kia ora, I'm Mary Jo, Kiwibank economist. So over the first quarter of the year, the New Zealand economy shrank by 0.2%, largely due to the Omicron outbreak. Cases surged by tens of thousands on a daily basis, and we saw worker absenteeism spike. Almost 2% of the employed workforce were sick and out of action. New restrictions were also put in place, with the country moving into the red COVID traffic light setting. Now, all of this ultimately led to a contraction in economic activity, and the contraction was broad-based. All main industry groupings posted either flat or negative growth on the quarter, but it was the primary industries that suffered the deepest decline, down 1.2%, and was the biggest drag on overall activity. There are sharp falls across retail and restaurants, given the restrictions and another summer with a closed border. The export sector too was down over 10% on the quarter. Now, the one bright spot was the robust gain in household spending, up almost 5%, and that's despite the restrictions. Now, we are expecting a decent bounce back in the second quarter, with growth averaging around 0.6% over the first half of the year. But it's the second half that concerns us, given that the outlook is softening. The current high inflation and rising interest rate environment is eroding firms' profitability and stretching household budgets. The downturn in the housing market continues, and business and consumer confidence is clearly weakening. We're not forecasting a recession yet, but we do acknowledge that the risks of one are rising. Now, like many other central banks, our Reserve Bank faces a tough job in having to tighten monetary policy in order to rein in decades-high inflation, but to do so without crashing the economy into a recession. We still expect the cash rate to be lifted above neutral, but with growth set to slow, that should ultimately limit the amount of rate hikes delivered. We expect the cash rate to peak at 3.5%, just under the 4% the Reserve Bank has penciled in. That's it from me. Talk to you in the next one.